We've finally done it, guys. We have got 5,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the subscribers. This has been a fun run, and we've actually managed to pull it off before the holidays. So, it is official. Today, we are going to start the giveaway, of course, on this. I pulled it down, brought it up front. So, there you go, guys. This is for you guys, for all of your help for getting us to this point. So, if you want to get any entry, how about we give you the keyword to put inside of the comments on this video? So, the comments for this is going to be plain and simple. Celebrations. That's right. Put celebrations down in the comment below, and we will get you entered in for an opportunity to win this Celebrations ETB in time for Christmas. We will be doing the drawing on that on Friday, so I'll announce the winner next Friday. So please have your names into the comments below by Thursday by 7 p.m. Central Time. That way I can get the video taken care of and logged in, loaded up, and ready to go for you. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe. Hit that notify down below, and of course, guys, hit that like. We can hit 35 again. You guys blew right past it on the last video. It's great that that happened. It's awesome that we're getting this kind of movement going on. But today, I'm just going to go over a couple comments that have been coming up. Some of them repeatedly. One was a new one that just kind of came up, but I thought it'd make a really good sit-down video to talk about things as we continue to go forward here in the Pokemon TCG. The first one that I've got is that someone asked, what is the list of items and how you would rank them from investability to, and then also in collectability. Now, when I sit there and think and look at products, of course, we try and rank these things by whether we want to invest them, if they're opening. So like Jacob and I do openings, you'll notice we've been shifting the products that we open a lot of times towards certain venues of products. We will do, of course, an ETB. We will sometimes do a booster box of one of the hottest sets, just so we can see, have a really good opening and have a lot of fun doing so. But what I want to do is just kind of go through and what I personally think is a good ranking for what I consider to be investment opportunities, and then what cards, if you just want to have fun and rip packs, I'll give you all the way down to that point. So the first thing that I always say is probably the number one thing that you should be looking at when investing into any kind of TCG, including the Pokemon, is look for exclusive items. So the more exclusive an item is, and I know it sounds like a repeat, but what I mean by that is items that are only at certain stores. So Myers always has a specific box for them. Target will have exclusive boxes for them. GameStop a lot of times has a lot of different exclusive boxes coming through them. And of course, even Walmart gets exclusive boxes. These boxes are usually a one-time print. They only print one lot of them and send them to all the stores across the country. And then once they are sold out, they're sold out until they do a different exclusive for that store. So there's always different opportunities for exclusives. These exclusives a lot of times have custom promos or exclusive promos. They'll have exclusive products. They'll have maybe a certain array of packs that are very good. And these kind of items are very, very nice to have in an investment aspect, because they tend to increase in value rather quickly, rather than just sitting down, rather than sitting for 2 to 5 years. You could see these actually go up pretty quickly in a year or two, up in price dramatically. So that's why I always say exclusive products are always going to be my number one investment. So like the Reshiram Charizard box that's out there now, the Pikachu Zegrom box, definitely check those two out. They are still available, but I've been noticing the numbers are starting to dwindle in some stores, and other stores still have a few. So if you want to get into exclusive item like that, now would be the time to do it. They're going to probably disappear here shortly after Christmas. Next item that I would always suggest going for is a booster box. Now, the reason I do a booster box for investment purposes is because they are like a mutual fund in Pokemon. Even in any kind of Pokemon TCG, they are really, or any kind of TCG, whether it's Flesh and Blood, you can go all the way through Yu-Gi-Oh! And into even Magic. Booster boxes give you a flexible outlet to move product. Now, if the prices are too high and they're not selling as a box and you need to sell, you can break the box down into packs. If there's a hot hit card that's pretty readily available in cards, such as commons sometimes, some commons and uncommons can actually become fairly good priced. And there can be quite a few of them in one booster box, so it gives you an opportunity to rip it down to that point and pull those cards. So that's why I always take booster boxes second, is just because they are a mutual fund. They're very flexible for what you're looking at. Next thing is an ETB. Of course, just like this, ETBs are very nice for collectors and for investors. Number one reason is that they are flashy. They sit out nice, they look good on the shelf. Just like behind me, you can use them as displays, and they actually look good as a display piece. You can really show them off, and they make some really flashy ones that really stand out, especially if you get into the Pokemon exclusive ETBs. The Pokemon Center ETBs like really have some flashiness, even like the Evolving Skies ones here behind me are really kind of a catchy looking box that stands out really well. So that's where I would go for the third item. The fourth item would be like the built-in battle stadiums and then the built-in battle boxes. And the reason for that is, once again, it's a one print deal. They print it one time for the pre-release tournaments. Once that stock is burned off, they no longer print those again. So the reason I don't put them above an ETB and a booster box is because they don't have the potential for revenue as much. They grow quickly, but they hit kind of a plateau point at about 100% to 150% gain, and then they just kind of stop. And so far, all the pre-release boxes that I can find stay right about that 150% range on them. So $90 to $100, and they kind of plateau, while booster boxes and ETBs will continue to just keep going off. So those are why they are kind of a little bit higher on my list than those built-in battle boxes. Built-in battle stadium boxes are new. They've only been out for, I think, 2 sets now. So we really don't have a real track history on those yet, but so far they've been seeming to follow the same trend. And they might move up the list as we see more of them come out as sets continue to get released. Brilliant Star is going to be another one where we'll be seeing that, how that will perform. It'll give us another data point in the future. Then we come down to what I would just consider to be opening stuff. So you can get down to your single pack cardboard sleeves, your 3-pack blisters, your checkout lane blisters. Those are all, to me, just ripping material. They're just single packs. Yeah, sometimes single packs take off, but that can take a long period of time before those items really do accelerate. And if you're looking to just have fun, it's a great opportunity to do it. The other items that I always say is like the V-boxes typically, and then the tins that come out. A lot of for Evolving Skies, you had the Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon tins that I opened behind me, but I'm going to not move out of the way too far, but you can see them there. Those are another good item that you can just open them up, rip them open, and enjoy, because typically the tins and stuff, unless it's a holiday set, they don't take off quite as well as other products in the Pokemon TCG. They kind of slag behind and lag and kind of draw down, and then because they do go through sometimes multiple reprints, just like the booster box and stuff, but they seem to get hit harder with that. The one item that I typically stay away from, unless there's special instances, are theme decks. Theme decks are a set order of cards. There's no randomness to them. There's no packs inside of them, and typically they don't gain a lot of traction very often in order to move forward, unless it's just like 2020 where it's a hype and everybody wants everything. They just don't gain that traction unless there's certain ones that do. And the reason I point this out is that Charizard is actually in the Vivid Voltage one right behind me. That is a theme deck that I would suggest getting, just because Charizard theme deck boxes in the past have done extremely well in the first year or two after the set goes out of print. So other than that, I really stay away from theme decks, but if you can get a Charizard theme deck, they always do extremely well. And if history repeats itself, if you can find these Vivid Voltage ones, which you can find them still on the store shelves, great opportunity to get into. Now the next part of this that was questioned is, what about collection? What would you do for collection? Well, if you're going for a collecting aspect versus a investing aspect, I would tend to go more towards the graded slabs than ETBs. Graded slabs, of course, are a better display. You're gonna go for the character you want. So for me, it's usually evolutions, or I go for Mewtwo, because Mewtwo is another longtime character favorite for myself. If it's Jacob, he's going to tend to go more towards Pikachu, just because he enjoys Pikachu as his main character. But you can tailor a collection around that particular character that you enjoy. In your collection, it really shouldn't be things that you're going to be looking at selling. These are things that you want, They're things that you're going to collect, and honestly, most of the time, the prices don't even matter on them. You're not going to keep track of the value of your collection unless you're trying to use it as an asset for something, or if you change your mind and decide to go a different direction with it, then of course you're going to start looking at that. But typically your collections are going to be pretty well set for what you want as an individual. Once again, as a collector, ETBs are nice. They stand out. I try and collect one ETB from each set of each style just because they stand out. They're a nice collection. They look good on a shelf, and they're really nice to just have around as a display piece in your collection. Graded cards going down. There's some tins that actually look really nice when it comes down to it. That's kind of where I go for the collecting aspect. I mean, the collecting is all about you. I could sit here and tell you what I like, and what I like in a collecting aspect you might hate. And it's just, that's kind of subjective at that point on that part of it. The one comment I have here on the side too that I wanted to kind of address here is Alex, who actually won the last giveaway, so congratulations Alex on that, and I got your cards in the mail here. He asked, I want to invest, but I want to also open packs. Could you do a video on Pokemon products that would give you the best value to open? Example, pull rates, packs, $2 spent. Now, the problem is that I like to answer that, Alex, in the best way I can, but it's really hard to say which is going to give you the best dollar, because everything changes by set, especially. So, for example, if you go to Vivid Voltage, the original release of Vivid Voltage, the boxes were pretty much mapped at the time, and you knew that you were going to get one secret rare in a box, you knew you were going to get 2 amazing rares, you knew that you were probably going to get 6 to 7 V hits, and then you were probably going to get 4 to 5 hollows inside of a box. So you knew pretty much what was going to be in there. But now new Vivid Voltage boxes, we're not seeing that either. So in general, I would say the best product that I found to date when it comes down to pull rate to dollar spent is either number 1, you can go with the 3-pack blisters. 3-pack blisters seem to 75% of them have a good hit inside of each 3-pack blister. Now you will have misses, and it really seems to depend on boxes. As we found in Chilling Reign, we did a bunch of them because we were getting them from one box at the store, and then they switched boxes and all of a sudden they were all misses. So if you get a box where you're starting to get hits in it, probably go and buy more of those 3-pack blisters, because those are the ones that seem to carry that tendency through that package. And then when they switch out that package and go to the next 24 box count, it could change. So you're almost going to have to go through a test period with that one to see if that's holding. The other one that does really well are just the single cardboard blisters on the shelf. They're $4, $4 to $4.25 depending on where you're at. And the nice thing about those packs is that they are completely randomized, and you're not stuck with the kind of mapped amount of hits that you get inside of a booster box. ETBs with only having 8, some of them seem to be mapped, so like Shining Fates and Hidden Fates are kind of mapped boxes. You knew you were going to get a full art shiny in each one of the boxes, but the regular ETBs, such as the Evolving Skies and the Sword and Shield ones behind me, they were hit or miss. Some of them would have a couple hits, some of them have none. Sword and Shield were typically better, but now newer sets are getting worse. Once again, if I was going to put my money on just ripping packs and having fun, tins, the cardboard sleeves, and then 3-pack blisters. That's where you should be looking at for just your fun, rip and chip. Have fun, don't worry about it. Try and find them good cards out of the 3-pack blisters and just enjoy yourself. That's the game of the game at that point. So, like I said, I wanted to just go over that and just talk about what we actually are looking at. So, it's a lot of questions I get, and I figured doing a video of it would be just a lot easier to clarify than answering all the comments in the previous videos. So, that being said, of course, remember, go down in the comments down below, put in celebrations by Thursday, next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time, because then I will be doing the drawing shortly after that when I make the next video. And then we will get out the winner for this next Friday, and hopefully I can ship this out just shortly after Christmas. You'll be able to get it. So, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just excited that we did this. Thank you guys for all the help that you've given us building this community. I like the discussions we're having in the comments. I like the comments that are coming on, and we're actually having multiple back and forth little talks now. So things are moving and building, and it's great. If you guys see other comments on other people, please respond to them. It's fun to just have a good conversation with multiple people. So with that being said, just like normal, guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and of course, hit that like. We can get 35 as normal. It's been really easy for you guys to do that. If you do like this content, of course, I will put up these 2 videos over here. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.